My brother right here. How y'all? You believe in the Bible, bro?
Yeah.
Y'all believe in the Bible right here? Come closer, come closer. Come get some shade now. Y'all standing in the sun. We trying to get y'all some shade. You believe in the Bible, right? Y'all believe in the Bible.
I believe some parts of the Bible.
Parts of the Bible. Right. What parts don't you believe?
Heard about the white man.
Oh, that ain't in the Bible. I'm glad you don't believe that.
I mean, white man, I don't believe he was hung on no cross. I mean, it's plenty of it, man. I just don't want to get into all of it right now, but it's plenty of it.
Let's deal with what you spoke
it's
about.
Some, you know what I mean? Some I believe in, but a lot of it, you know.
So what religion would you say you follow today?
I don't follow religion.
Okay.
I don't follow a religion.
What you
follow?
follow?
I practice Islam.
You practice Islam. Okay. So you follow the teachings of Muhammad.
Okay, you say that. Yeah.
I can say that? Okay. My sister's right here. Majority of us, I'm talking about black folks, us that grew up in the hoods, right? Where do we get our ideology from? Where do we learn about God from?
The church.
Okay.
Your grandparents.
Your grandparents. Where did they learn about church from?
Their grandparents and their
Okay, now as far as we could go back in terms of
a white
coming
man.
up, say it again?
A white man.
We learned what we learned over here from a Caucasian man. And this is what they tell us, that this is Jesus, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, what's your name?
Corey.
There's no difference from what we learned from the Arab man either. Because Islam is a religion that was given to us when we was in slavery by the Arabs. Mecca was one of the largest slave ports, but they don't teach us that history, right? I'm going to read y'all something out of the Bible. First, give me Revelations, chapter 1. Because if you Google right now, all of us got smartphones. If you Google Jesus right now, who going to pop up? A white man, right? Now you got to ask yourself, where they get that from? Okay, I like that. Because they don't get it from the Bible. But hold on, me and you, we go to church every Sunday, and we never question the white man on why Jesus is white. Read this. Revelation chapter 1. I want y'all to hear it out of the Bible. Read it.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
This is the revealing of Jesus Christ. The revelation means the revealing. Verse 14.
Verse 14. Come on. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Christ had a white and woolly beard, and he had a white and woolly hair on top of his head. That's what the Bible just described. Come on.
As white as snow.
Come on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
It says his eyes was as a flame of fire because Christ drank wine in moderation. So when you drink, guess what happens? The whites of your eyes, they turn red. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't Cyclops. He wasn't like they try to teach us in school with Greek mythology and stuff, right? But the whites of his eyes was red. Come on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass, my sister? No, copper's a different color. But brass is brown.
That's right.
If you look up brass is brown, right? Now, let's see how black Jesus was. Come on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
It says Jesus was so dark, it was as if he burned in a furnace.
That's right.
Now, my question is, if the Bible describes Jesus as a black man, how did we get this and why did we allow that to happen?
That's right.
Because we like to say we keep it real. If I ask you, hey, Corey, you keep it real? You go, yeah, I keep it real. If I say, sis, you keep it real? Yeah, I keep it real. Everybody going to say they keep it real. But this is a bold-faced lie that we allow them to put in our faces every day. And we ain't never questioned Big Mama on that. We ain't never questioned the pastor on it. We just allow them to do it every week, and we say nothing about it. Am I right or am I wrong? So now, knowing this, though, knowing the truth, now that we understand this is a lie, and I'm going to show you, when Christ walked the earth, he told us to beware of this happening. He told us, get Matthew 24. Christ told us that we have to beware of these things. Listen, what y'all don't understand, I know Big Mama used to always say it, the churches used to always, we living in the last days. We are living in the last days according to Bible prophecy.
That's right.
America is the last ruling kingdom before Christ comes back.
Right.
That's what the Bible prophesies. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Matthew chapter 24, verse 4.
Come on. Bring it out.
And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many will come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
You see that? The Bible says, don't let nobody deceive y'all. Where y'all going, sisters? Y'all got it. Where y'all gotta go? Y'all ain't got no time for God? You see that? But we'll sit in the churches and get lies every Sunday with no issue. You see that? But when it comes to learning who we are, where we come from, we ain't got time for that. Our people, we hate ourselves so much that we don't even understand. We hate our identity. We hate the history we have. We don't care enough for it, right? You might think, oh, that's a little extreme. They don't hate them, but they do. You got to look at it that way. Because if I ain't got time to learn about something that I ain't never been taught about, my history, right, then I really hate myself. We love America, but we hate ourselves. Because do you want to be in rulership or you want to be at the bottom? So if God gave you the key to getting that rulership, wouldn't you be interested in finding out what you had to do? That's what we showing our people today. We showing our people, listen, we've been deceived.
That's right.
By the Caucasian race. But
Right.
get Deuteronomy 28:48. I'm going to show you something, because the brother was about to go into it earlier about why we even got to this state that we in now. Because we are gods on this earth.
That's right.
But we have been subjected to servitude. Why is that? It's because we forgot who we are.
That's right.
We don't have knowledge no more. Now all we know is TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, booty shaking, how to be a hood nigga, God blessing all the trap niggas, Molly Percocet. That's what we know. That ain't knowledge.
That's right.
That's knowledge of evil, but that's not the knowledge of God, my
Right.
brother. You see that? Now, and this isn't we love our brothers in Islam, right? But the ideology that was given to us is not the ideology from God.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Muhammad himself, right? I believe it was Aisha. When he got with Aisha, she was 7 years old. And when he consummated that marriage, he was 9 years old.
Pick 'em up.
Right? You got children? You got a daughter? If another man was to, I don't know how old she is, but we ain't even got to get into that. I got 3 daughters. If another man was to ever step to your daughter at 9 years old, what would you do? If another man put his rod into your daughter at 9 years old, Corey, what would you do?
Wake them up.
Huh? But guess what? But we follow the ideology that this man came with and professed himself to be a messenger of God.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Muhammad couldn't read or write.
Right.
The things that he understood, he got from the Jews because he was a camel driver. He would frequent the Jews often, and you can read this in the history books.
That's right.
He liked our customs. For instance, we have a Sabbath day. We have a Sabbath day where the seventh day, guess what? We got to rest, right? What do y'all have? What is it? Friday that y'all do y'all's? Y'all have things like Ramadan where y'all fast. We have the Day of Atonement, right? Y'all don't eat pork. Where you get that from? You got that from the Bible.
That's right.
So let's read this really quick. Deuteronomy 28:48. So Corey, what I'm trying to do for you today is speak life into you, because Islam will teach you a certain amount of discipline, but you need the knowledge to back up that discipline.
That's right.
The true knowledge of God is to have discipline in the Word of God. Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve,
Start at verse 47.
verse 47,
Come on.
because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So God told the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, you Hispanics, you Native Americans, y'all are the children of Israel. Y'all are the ones that Moses was speaking to, right? So he told us, look, Moses said, hey, I got the commandments from God, y'all. God say, if we do this, we going to be blessed. If we disobey y'all, he going to put curses on us. Right? So now what we're reading the curses that God put on the children of Israel. And I want y'all to tell me who fit this. Because maybe I'm tripping. But I want Corey and, what's your name, mama? Huh? Sherry?
Jerry, like a boy.
Jerry, okay. I want y'all to tell me who this fits. Come on, read it.
which the Lord shall send against thee.
Read it from the top again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So God says that you was going to have to serve your enemies, and who was going to send them against you, Corey? Who did it say was going to send the enemies? Let's read it again.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent them? So the one thing we got to establish right here, y'all, is that the Lord is the one that sent our enemies against us, right? Come on.
In hunger.
So he said he was going to send them against you in hunger. When we hungry, y'all, where do we go get our food from? I can't hear. Come on now, I can't hear you. No. Where we get our food from, Corey?
Grocery store.
Grocery store. Which grocery store?
And one.
Kroger. Name me one that's owned by us.
You know?
So who we getting our food from?
Should be getting our food from the word. That's how you put it.
But our physical food, where we getting it from?
White man.
Okay, so that's one thing. Hold on, let me finish this before you go, Corey. Come on.
And in thirst.
Thirst, the water that falls from the sky, the alcohols we love to consume, right? All that money goes to where? Much as they tell, oh, we own Ciroc, then we find out later on that we owned a little small percentage of it. It all goes back to what? The same people that raped your foremothers, right? That murdered your forefathers. They killed all the buffalo, right, when they came to these lands.
Wake them up.
They did evils to our people. But now we tell them that we got to follow their religion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? The Arabs ain't no better because they did the same things to us.
Right, that's right.
They raped, robbed, and murdered. You ever heard of the sub-Saharan slave trade?
Bring it out.
That's where our people was being sold. They still doing it today over there.
That's right.
Out.
They still selling our people today over there. The Arabs. The Arabs right now today. What's the difference between your Islam and their Islam? Where did you, let me ask you a question, Corey. Where did you learn it from? Where did you pick it up from?
Pick what up.
Islam.
I'd rather not say.
You rather not say? Why?
A dog place.
Prison?
Nah, a little far down deep. I'd rather not say.
Okay. In most cases, our people learn about Islam, prison,
Yeah, prison. Yeah, I know.
right? Or they've been going down a lifestyle of negativity,
Right.
and Islam has presented itself to be something of, it teaches you, right,
Yeah.
certain qualities and characteristics and traits to help you be a better person. So that's why we don't have no issue with our brothers that are in it, but you got to understand this. No matter what you do, you can never stop being an Israelite. It's your nationality. You see what I'm saying? Right now, you are an Israelite who is following another God right now. That's what we would classify you as.
Bring it out.
Because you still the child of God, but guess what? Right now, you haven't found your way home to who your God is. Because if I ask you in the Quran, what is the history things that it's taught us about who we are, where we come from? You couldn't answer. The Quran been quoting the Bible. The Quran came 600 years after.
Bring
You
it
see what
out.
I'm saying? After the Messiah.
That's right.
So why follow something that is quoting from this book, right, called the Bible? Because all throughout the Quran, you can read about Moses and the children of Israel, right, in the different surahs. You read about all the things that God did for us, right? You read about how these people are so great. Why would I not just, that's me. Why would I not just be that? Because God never told us to follow different religions, different ideologies. No, all God said was to keep the commandments.
That's right.
But we failed to do that because we've learned different things throughout our captivities. But God told us this was going. Before you step away, I want you to listen to this. Give me Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 1. And again, this ain't to you, my brother. I love you. I hope you take this as love and not, oh, he trying to shine on me.
Nah.
This is. I wish I would have had somebody when I was younger to tell me the things that I learned in this truth.
I always listen. I don't like it.
Good. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 59, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened, that it cannot save.
God says his hands ain't short that he can't save us out of the conditions we in. Because you from Macon?
Yeah.
You from Macon? Macon is the ghetto. Macon is the ghetto.
Wake them up.
You see what I'm saying? But why we gotta live in these conditions? Y'all drive around Macon, I'm pissed off because I'm like, man, my people shouldn't be living like this. I'm mad as hell. Why we gotta work sun up to sundown just to get paid for the check gone before you get it. Before you cash it or deposit in your account, it's gone. But you have the other nations get to come in our communities, soak up our resources, and take it back to them, put their kids through school, live in nice neighborhoods, while we got to suffer at the bottom, and we don't understand why. That's why this information is important to get to y'all. That's why we strive to make sure we let our brothers and sisters hear the word of God.
That's right.
Because the churches ain't teaching it to us.
That's right.
They teaching what the white man told them.
Right.
Read.
Neither his ear is heavy that it cannot hear.
So God hears the affliction that we go through. Come on.
But your iniquities have separated between you and your God.
God says our iniquities is what's caused him to separate from us.
That's right.
Sin is what has caused God to separate from us.
Bring
You
it
know
out.
what sin is? Breaking God's commandments. Read that really quick. When we break God's laws, God say do something, guess what? We got to do it. Because you got kids, right? You got kids, right? When your kids disobeyed you, what you did? You just let them do what they want to do? You tear their behind up, right? You better sit your behind. Right? But is it because you hate your kids? No, you actually what? You love them. Therefore, I got to correct you. This might hurt. But you a hard-headed little... And I got to put this belt to behind in order for you to understand what where you think we get that from?
Bring it out. Bring it out.
We get that from our Father.
Right. Come on.
The Lord knows. He said, "Hey, y'all don't want to listen to me. After I'm the one who blessed y'all and I'm giving y'all the Lord said He created the world for us.
That's right.
The world was created for you, Corey.
Right.
And God said, you ain't gonna listen to me. No, I gotta put belt to behind. That's why the Lord sent our enemies against us. It ain't just the white man. The China man that had us in slavery. The Arab man.
Bring it out.
The white man.
Right.
The African. The real Africans.
Wake 'em up.
Sold us in slavery.
That's right.
But we don't know that history. And they keep it away from us because they never want you to wake up. Because you the people that they pretending to be.
Right.
That's
Right.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be